Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a makeup haul. So I picked up a couple of things from Cosmetics and I haven't even opened up my package yet. I wanted to open it up here on camera. So the items that I picked up are actually for my freelancing kits. So they're makeup artist kind of essentials. I've been shopping on Cosmetics for a really long time. They basically cater to all of your makeup artist needs, but you don't have to be a makeup artist to shop on Cosmetics or to find something that you're gonna use. I mean, if you love makeup, if you like to buy makeup, if you are a beginner, an expert, advanced, wherever you are in your makeup game, there's something for you. I remember like before I even started freelancing, I always bought my beauty blender packs on Cosmetics because it's just a lot cheaper that way. It comes out to like 12 or 13 bucks per beauty blender as opposed to paying $20 if you buy just one single one. So I used to always buy my beauty blenders on there, also my night powders. So that's like as far as I would go with makeup, like yellow powders, beauty blenders. But now that I do freelance and now that I love experimenting with makeup and highlights and just everything and anything that has to do with makeup, I definitely picked up a couple of more items than just that. They do carry brands that are for artists. You don't have to be an artist to use it or to buy it. Like you don't need a license or anything to purchase anything on the website, but they do offer pro discounts. So definitely if you have like your license or some type of credentials, check out their program. I think you get up to like 40% off or something like that. There's two different programs. Another thing I also love about this website is that they have like samples. So you can purchase a sample of like the Kevyn Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer or the Night powders. Like they have actual sample sizes of things so you can try it before you buy the full size and commit to it. I think that's really awesome that they offer those samples so you don't have to return products, so that you know it's gonna match you. So let's get into this haul. So let's go ahead and open up this package. Just gonna toss that. So the first thing in this box is something that is, I think, essential to anyone and everyone. I spoke about it already, but it's the Beauty Blender Pro Pack. If you're a makeup artist, this definitely makes a lot more sense than just buying individual beauty blenders. But even just if you are a regular consumer, like if you love makeup or if you love the beauty blender, it makes so much more sense to invest in something like this than to just buy them individually like on Sephora or something like that. This comes out cheaper. So this one is a 6-pack. Cosmetics does offer a 10-pack. So it comes with the solid cleanser on the bottom and it's a full-size one, and no better feeling than to crack open and use a new fresh beauty blender. I feel like the makeup comes out so much better. So even if you're doing your own makeup like 5 times a week, I definitely think you should own more than one beauty blender because chances are you're not going to clean it every single day, and using dirty beauty blenders like with makeup on them, foundation, that just can spread like bacteria and germs, and I don't know, I just feel like I'm causing acne if I use a dirty beauty blender. So having more than one is definitely useful, especially if you're lazy to clean your beauty blenders. You can have another one on hand, a nice fresh one for your fresh foundation so that you're not like harboring bacteria and spreading it. So definitely a must-have item. I always get it on Cosmetics. That's where I've always purchased my set. It comes out cheaper if you do the math. It's worth the investment, especially if you know you love it. Like this is an item that I always have in my kit in my personal life. So these things are they're just so good, especially if you have dry skin. And I always get the black ones because they don't stain, they don't bleed any dye like the red ones do sometimes. I mean, I like the pink one too, but I just feel like something about the black, it's just a little bit softer. I know some people say there's no difference, other people say yes, this one's meant for like body makeup or something like that, but I just love the black ones. I mean, I love all black everything, especially as a makeup artist. Like I'm always in black, always, like even just pretty much Monday through Sunday you can catch me in black clothes. I love anything black, black hair, black beauty blenders. It's one of my favorite colors. So yeah, I always go for the black because they just don't stain. I hate seeing stained beauty blenders, especially as an artist, because even if you washed it and it's stained, like it just looks kind of dirty, like it doesn't look clean, and then you have to tell your client, yes, it's clean. Save you that trouble and get you the black beauty blender pack. Trust me, you will thank me later. It is definitely worth the investment. So the next item is another repurchase for me. This is also something that I always have in my kits and in my personal makeup stash. This is the original RCMA No Color Powder. I wish they still sold the tub. Like, it's so hard to find the huge jar of it because the biggest and most annoying thing about this is the packaging. When I'm applying this like onto a spatula or onto a disc or something, I feel like I'm literally using a spice from the kitchen because the way that this bottle is set up, like, it just looks like it's part of something that belongs in your kitchen. But what's inside of here is just amazingness. So this powder, it looks very scary because it's very, very white. This is just one of the least drying powders that I've come across for baking, for setting your face. If you have dry skin, you will love this. Dry under eyes, so it will leave a bit of a cast if you bake and you're of a deeper complexion. That's what I have found, at least. So if I am deeper, if I'm using this on someone other than myself, I'll try not to leave this for too long baking because it can leave a little bit of a white cast, even like not in flash photography, like just in plain sight. But it's still a great powder because it does not accentuate dryness or pores or lines or anything like that. So especially if it's like a daytime event, I can definitely use this. I do use it with a little bit more caution if it's, you know, for a nighttime event. So I feel like if you're very, very fair, you will definitely love this. But I just always keep it in my arsenal because it's just not drying. And I love that about it because nobody wants dry under eyes. And the best way to stop creasing is to bake. And so using a powder that's too dry for baking is just, it doesn't look good. So I always just repurchase this. I've gone through 2 bottles of it. Even though it does leave a little bit of a white cast, I still love it. Even though it's the no color powder, I wish they would come out with something like this, but just not as stark white, like the color of it, because then I feel like if it had a little more color to it, like the Laura Mercier, it wouldn't have that problem. But still, nonetheless, an inexpensive, great powder. Next up, we have this item. It's actually bubble wrapped individually, which I really like, and it even came in a Ziploc. So this is actually a product that I've never tried before, but I've heard great things about. So this is the Blue Marble Sealer. This is a water-based film forming barrier to seal makeup. Shake well before using. It creates a light, tough, semi-matte finish. Makeup can be applied over the sealer for fixes, touch-ups. Use a hair dryer to speed drying. Made in the USA. This is cruelty-free and vegan. This is basically like my Ben Nye Final Seal, but this is just a different one. This is Blue Marble and it's water-based. I'm not sure if Final Seal is water-based. I think, yes, I ordered a Final Seal. It's in here, but I've heard this is just like super glue for your face. Ben Nye Final Seal is something that I rely on heavily for my kit. It is something that I always spray on my clients, especially my brides. But sometimes the minty like scent is just a little bit too strong for some people, and I feel like it makes my skin feel tight when I put it on myself. But it's something that I can rely on because that stuff doesn't budge. Like, it'll make your makeup waterproof pretty much. Like, I've had brides crying with Ben Nye Final Seal and nothing budged. You kind of need it. But I figured I would give this one a try. It has this little ball at the bottom, like a little blue marble that you're supposed to hear when you're shaking. Let's see how the mist is on this one. So the scent is definitely a lot more faint than the Ben Nye Final Seal, for sure. So it's still a little sticky because I just sprayed it. I'm guessing you really have to let this like sit. So you really have to fan your client if you're gonna use this. The last thing I want is my clients, you know, their makeup to smudge or come off. And that's one thing that I take a lot of pride in. A lot of my clients, most of my clients will tell me that they went to sleep with their makeup on. It lasted until the next day. It lasted throughout the heat. Like, they'll text me like 2 o'clock in the morning that it's still on. So that's something that I really enforce. Like, I need their makeup to last. That's one thing that I don't play around with. So Blue Marble, I'll let you guys know. I'll update you on how I like this. I'll use it on myself and I'll use it on my clients, and I will check back in with you guys on that and whether I like that one or the Ben Nye Final Seal more. So speaking of Ben Nye Final Seal, here we have it. This is gonna be a lot stronger than your typical setting spray. So think of this as hairspray for your face. So Urban Decay All Nighter times a million. This is very strong stuff. I know people use it for like the theatrical makeup and like FX and stuff like that, so it's no joke. This will really lock it in, so you really have to make sure that the client or yourself, you're really removing your makeup well, because this will lock it in place, like everything, eyeshadow, foundation, everything. It's good and bad. I mean, if you live in any humid or hot climate, definitely get your hands on this. I wouldn't suggest using this every single day. I feel like it's a little too strong, but for special occasions, outdoor, you know, events, weddings, sweet 16s, things like that, like huge events, special events, definitely pick this up. And it's not too expensive. This little bottle isn't too expensive. What I do is I pick this up, and then I also get the large size bottle of it, and then I just refill the small spray bottle with it, because it just makes more sense to do that. The huge bottle doesn't have a spray, it's just like a twist-on cap, so I just find it easier to refill these little bottles. It makes it a lot more travel friendly to bring this around, so I definitely always rely on this. I've just been refilling my little bottle and it has never failed me, so definitely some good powerful stuff. Next up is something that I haven't tried yet. This is the Crazy Merman Guava Fig Brush Soap. This has amazing reviews on Camera Ready Cosmetics. I love reading reviews, and I love that they have like a review system implemented, because I love to know what other people think of things, like scents and stuff like that. And you know my Latina self had to pick up the Guava one. Oh, it smells so good. I was a little scared because the fig part, I could smell that all day. Literally, it smells like something you would use on your body. So the reviews were pretty much all stating that this will clean your brush so fast, or your beauty blenders, and I just read that this is cruelty-free and vegan. I can't stop smelling it. It just smells so good. I actually do have a ton of brushes that need to be cleaned, because I just had 2 weddings this past weekend. I'll definitely be putting this to use. Next up is something that I love so much. This is the Embryolisse Lit Cream Moisturizer. Basically the Embryolisse Moisturizer. So this is what I use to moisturize my clients. I actually ran out of this for a really long time and haven't repurchased it. So I'm happy to have this back in my life. This stuff is just moisture in a bottle. It's very like creamy, but it doesn't leave residue. It doesn't pill up on the skin. It doesn't interact weirdly with primers. You can actually use this as your primer. If you want your makeup to look really nice, you have to make sure that the skin is moisturized, and you want to apply something moisturizing without being heavy, which is this. It doesn't leave like a white residue or anything weird. Like, it's just a good classic moisturizer, especially for your kit. This is definitely a key, high key, for a good makeup application. So definitely keep your skin or your client's skin very moisturized. So you can apply this, kind of let it sink in, and then do like the eyes, the eyebrows, and then by the time you get to foundation, the skin is prepped, honey, and it's gonna do wonders for that foundation. So Embryolisse Concentrate. I just call it Embryolisse Moisturizer. Next up, I picked up 2 foundations by AJ Crimson. So I love AJ Crimson foundations. I use them to cream contour my clients as well as myself, and I picked up 2 more shades for my collection. I really wanted to get the actual book, because he does sell these like in a book, not in compacts. Camera Ready Cosmetics does have, I think, 2 of the books in stock, like the corrector and concealer one. I think the deeper book, but the light medium one was out of stock, so I figured I would just get 2 more shades that I didn't have that are in that book. I currently own shade 3, and then I also own 2.3. So 2.3 for like highlighting, and then 3 for contouring and bronzing. And I love the formula of his foundations. They're just, it's so creamy, pigmented, and it's like butter. It makes your skin look like butter. So you can take these out and put them in the book. So I'm gonna see if they have just the book without the inserts online, so I can just purchase the book and then pop all of mine in just for easier access. But this is shade number 2, and it's a little more like peachy, so it's good for like correcting the skin, the under eye, it's great for that. And then here is shade number 4. So as you can see, they're very warm. I love warmer shades, especially for deeper complexions. So for light skin, I don't really like cream contour with something this warm, but for like my complexion and deeper, I love me a good warm tone, because it doesn't look orange, it just looks warm, and I think it just complements very well. A little bit goes a long way with these. They're very pigmented, so you can either dip your brush or your beauty blender into here, and it looks flawless as a foundation and so beautiful as a cream contour, and so nice as a highlight or concealer. I bought my first AJ Crimson products at IMAX, so I'm happy they have it on Camera Ready Cosmetics, just because if I'm placing like a bulk order, I can get my AJ Crimson on there as well. I finally picked up the KIKO Cosmetics powder. I have heard so many great things about this. I always see like Instagram videos on it, or like, you know, makeup artists that I follow on Instagram. They're always talking about this, or they always show it in their kit and like how it's a must-have for the kit, and I'm just like, haven't gotten on it yet. And I feel like it's because, you know, obviously not a lot of people on YouTube are talking about it, so I just never got around to picking it up. So I finally did. This is the Ket Set Colorless Powder. The ingredients are talc and silica, so I'm not sure how this is gonna be with flash photography. I'm gonna have to try it out myself before applying it on my clients, but all of the makeup artists that I've seen use this in their kit do more like editorial, like photo shoots and just like very skin focused, like daytime kind of things, not like clubbing makeup. Doesn't really say much on here or on the packaging. It just says Ket Set Colorless Powder. The ingredients, it tells you that it's good for 24 months and that it's made in the USA. I'm just gonna have to be the guinea pig for this powder and try it out on myself, use it with flash photography. I will then see if it's good enough for my makeup kit, because a lot of my clients do have like nighttime events, so I really have to do the flash test on myself a couple of times before putting it in my kit. So I don't know, I just feel very official now that I have this, because I feel like every makeup artist has it. So let me know what you think. If you've used this, do you have this, do you swear by it, does it give you flashback? Let me know. Ket Cosmetics. So yeah, I'm excited to try it. So the last 3 products that I got are actually by a makeup artist, brand owner. So her name is Danessa Myricks, and these are the Enlight powders. So these are highlights. So I have 3 here, and I follow her on Instagram, and her work is just outstanding, and she's famous for her foundations, which I do have to pick up. This first one is in the color Gotcha Glow. So this one's like the goldy, like rose gold kind of one. Ooh. Upon first swipe, it feels really, really like lightweight. It doesn't even, oh my god. The camera definitely has to pick up on that. That is a bling. I mean, there's like no shimmer, like there's no obvious glitters from what I'm seeing, but the sheen is insane. It's incredible. Oh my gosh, I kind of want to put this on right now. Should I put it on? I should totally put it on. Are y'all witnessing the glow right now? I figured this one would be great for my kit because I think it would be a great color for the body. My skin is super dry right now because my eyebrows were healing from microblading, so I couldn't do skincare for like a week, pushing almost 2 weeks. So my skin is going through it. So I feel like this is gonna look so good when my skin is more hydrated, but I mean, it looks great even just on top of everything that I had on. Oh, this is so good. So that one is Gotcha Glow. So this next one is called Confidence, and this one's like a true yellow gold. I think this is such an editorial kind of color. So this reminds me of something straight out of Bollywood. Hold up. What? If that's not a true yellow gold, then I don't know what is. I mean, it might be too yellow for like everyday wear, but who cares, right? That is some serious pigments. That as an eyeshadow? What? This last one is Serenity, and this one is more of like the pinky rose gold kind of deal. The crazy thing about these is that they're so pigmented, but they're not glittery. It's kind of crazy. So that's Serenity right over there, which would be a little bit too dark for me, but on deeper complexions, pure rose gold greatness. I think my favorite one is the first one because it just kind of like melted into my skin. I should probably even out my highlight on the other side. So Gotcha Glow. I'm gonna pick up a couple of more of these like in lighter shades because these are insane. I mean, just literal like silk. They're so pigmented. If you do like anything with like FX or editorial, like photo shoots, you need these in your life. Like this one mixed in with some lotion for the legs and the body. Sickening. So that is everything that I picked up for my kits. I do have like a what's in my freelance kit. I have 2 videos like that, and I do have like a must-have freelancing video, like products that I recommend, but I'm gonna do an updated one for that. I did want to mention to you guys that I am now an affiliate with Camera Ready Cosmetics. This video is not sponsored whatsoever, but I do have a link that you guys can use. It helps me out and make a small commission if you do use the link and purchase something. Any money that I'll be making from the affiliation, I will be putting back into my kit. So I totally appreciate it if you do use it. If you are going to purchase something, there's a fly in here. Why? But I did want to disclose that I am totally so appreciative of anyone who uses my discount codes. A lot of my discount codes I don't make any commission from. It's just to help you out. So when you guys use my codes, even if I'm not making any kind of like money from it, it still is helping me out business wise, because then the brand knows like, hey, Rosita's followers are actually engaging using, or you know, they're using her links or using her code, I'll have the link down below. If not, it's just CameronReadyCosmetics.com. Let me know what's something that you have to have in your kit. I would love to pick it up if I don't have it. Like, what's your must-have items for your freelancing makeup kit? And even if you don't freelance, I would love to know what your staple product or products are, because I would love to purchase them if I don't have them already, because I love going by your recommendations. So I hope this video helped. Let me know if you pick up anything as well. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.